Hello, welcome to Mind Body Solutions. I'm Audrey, and this is Low Sensory Adaptive Yoga. Please find a comfortable position to start practice. You can be seated, you can be lying down, you can also be moving. We'll have a little bit of time to move later on, but if that's what feels good to do right now, that's fine. Maybe a big stretch or just a gentle sway, some gentle neck stretches, anything like that that will maybe remove a little bit of stagnant energy, help you to arrive here in this practice with all your lovely people on your screen. And even if you're on a recording, we're thinking of you, bringing you into this safe, huggable, comfortable container that is MBS, that is this practice, that is all of us here forming this Sangha, this community. And maybe your eyes are closed or you're finding a soft gaze. And really taking some time to arrive in your body mind. So noticing your body, any sensations arising, just having a little check-in. What is going on? What's your energy like? Any sensations? Anything loud or at ease? All the different layers of your being, from the gross to the subtle, are coming angelique. Starting to take the seat of the observer, the one within, the one that comes with compassion, kindness. I can remind you that everything that you need is within. I can remind you that those sensations that you may feel will pass, will change, so that you may notice them with compassion, with kindness, with care. But you do not have to dwell on them. You can also let go of that need that we may have to always exert influence, control, and we could just be with what is for just a few moments. What may support you as well is tuning into your breath, to the flow of the inhales and the exhales. Filling up the belly, the chest, filling up with air that brings you energy, goodness, anything that your body needs. And then on the exhale, the contraction, the spaciousness being created. And maybe with each inhale, each exhale, you notice your body getting a little bit more heavier, a little bit more in contact with the surface that you're on. Letting go a little bit more to gravity. So that you may find a little bit more ease, comfort, safety, calmness. Just being with that for a few more moments. And then stay here, or if you'd like, we're gonna introduce a little bit of slow, gentle movement. So you've taken in a lot of information in these few minutes. How are you feeling, your energy, any pains, discomfort. So use all of that to decide if you want to move or if you want to stay in stillness and what that would look like. So if you want to stay in stillness, maybe you are also wishing to shift your position. You could go to lie down, for example, if you're seated, or finding some props, more support, working with your breath in a different way. Or if you'd like to move, I'm going to offer a few options, but you're very welcome to choose your own adventure here. Just follow what your body needs. We're going to start with some gentle neck stretches. So the chin is going to go towards the chest on an exhale. And then just doing a few movements from side to side. Going to your edge. When you start feeling some resistance, just don't go any further so that we can stay within that container of calm, of ease. There's no need to add any pain or tension here. That movement can feel really subtle and very small. That is totally okay. And maybe you'll notice that at some point, you can make that movement a little bit bigger, or maybe not. And noticing as well how that movement is making you feel. Maybe that's not what you need. So come back to stillness or do something else. Maybe ear to shoulder. You could stay here or be a little bit more dynamic again and just moving side to side. Staying in the position for a few breaths can help the muscles sometimes to relax a little bit. But the movement will do that as well, adding a little bit of stretch and energy, which is different. And then coming back to center, we're going to work with the shoulders a little bit. So just doing a few rounds. You can bring your hands to the shoulders and do a few rounds like this as well. That's a really good idea. Just following your own range of motion, your own pace. By the way, the hands don't have to go on the shoulder. They could just be hovering, kind of, if that brings some pain here to actually reach the shoulder. You can make that bigger if you like. You can do some big circles above the head. You can do one arm at a time. So many options. Just maybe going from one way and then the other. So from front to back and then back to front. And then we're going to continue with the shoulders by bringing a lot of space in the chest. This is where the movement is coming from. And then your shoulder blades are coming together. So the effort is not coming from the shoulders, but really here by adding a big inhale, like my t-shirt. Big inhale, feeling up here. And then naturally the shoulder blades will come together. Maybe your arms can do something as well. They can open up, they can come to cactus. Anything you want. And then on the exhale, we bring it all of this towards ourselves and finding a hug. And then here you can have a little bit of a sway if you like, maybe resting one cheek on the shoulder. So that now you know the movements, you can do a few rounds, alternating which arm is on top. If you don't remember, that's okay. I never do. Just finding a pace here that works for you as well. Just opening up the chest, the heart center. Maybe you look up a little bit as well, chin a little bit up. And then bringing all of that and hugging yourself. Just a little bit of moment. Just being soft. All right, continue for a few rounds. And when you feel complete, come back to center, maybe have a little check. What else would feel good? Maybe some side bends. So finding support with one arm and then the other one can reach over, but the stretch is coming from the side of the body, so you don't even need the arm. It could stay on the hip or just hanging somewhere. And then going from side to side. Just again, making sure that you're not going past your edge. Just stay gentle. All right, and then I'm gonna find a twist. So one hand on the opposite knee, and then the movement really comes from the lower belly. So that maybe the upper chest is following, but really the movement is really on your lower spine, lower belly. On the exhale, maybe you can find a little bit more range of motion, but otherwise that's okay too. And then here again, you can go the other way, the other side when you're ready, and go at your own pace. Again, you can go a little bit more faster than me if you want, a little bit faster, not more faster, sorry. Making sure you're breathing. I was noticing I was holding my breath. So staying with that, taking some nice deep breaths. We'll do a little bit of pranayama after that. And then coming back to center. Any other movement that would feel good right now? I'm seeing some, I can't remember what it's called. Just moving the arm side to side, like you're shaking around. It's really good. Ah, what's it called? You can also find some cat and cow, a little bit of forward fold. What's good? Triangle, warrior. You all know your asana. You all know what feels good. So you just have another minute or so to do that, and then we'll go into guided meditation and pranayama first. So when you feel complete with your movements, finding a comfortable shape to find some rest. We're going to go and transition to restorative practice. So you can be lying down, you can be seated, you can still be moving if that's what feels good today. If you're lying down, you can find Shavasana on your back, on the side, or on the belly. Any other pose will be great. Forward fold, child's pose, legs up the wall. We are going to practice a little bit of pranayama. So settling with the intention to have access, easy access to your breath. If you are seated, please bring some support for your spine, your head, maybe placing something underneath your feet. Really taking a moment to set up. There's plenty of time. If you're there already, come back to your breath. Just notice your breath and settle into the present experience. So we're going to do a little bit of samavriti, which is the balancing pranayama. So the inhales and the exhales are of the same length. For now, just noticing your natural breath. Maybe you'd like to place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest to further connect to your breath, to the movement it creates in your body. And then I'm going to invite you to influence a little bit our breath. So I'm going to add a count to help with that. So we'll go for 4 and then 5. You are welcome to completely ignore what I'm talking about and just follow your own sense of equalizing the breath. Please ensure that you're keeping a positive, connected experience with your breath. So if any anxiety comes up, for example, maybe it's an indication that the count is not working for you, or there might be something else going on. So you can come back to your natural breath, or you can play around with the count. All right. So first, taking a big exhale, maybe with a big exhale. Just releasing anything, any stagnant energy, and then getting ready for the inhale when we start counting. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. On your own, release the count if that's not supportive. Just sense that your breath is balancing itself. And then let's do another round together. Again, exhale, maybe big exhale sound. And getting ready for the inhale with a count of 5. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own. Noticing how you're feeling, allowing what comes up. And then stay with that breath. You can continue to count or having this intention to balance the inhales and the exhales, or you can release the influence on your breath. And we're going to move to guided meditation. So again, maybe here having a sense of whether you need to shift anything in your position. How can you bring a little bit more comfort, support? You can have a sip of water. You can bring an extra blanket. And so Monday will mark the autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere. So that means the day will equal in the night. It's a moment of harvest, abundance, of gratitude. So take a moment here to take stock of what's happened in summer, this past season. Notice what's flourished for you, what progress you've made. And there's no such thing as small here. As Adrienne Marie Brown says, small is all. And on your next inhale, you'll start to see a path appearing before you. You are in a place of nature, it's twilight or sunsets, and there are lanterns all along that path. And so follow that path, continuing to breathe gently. And you'll find yourself in a meadow in the middle of the forest. There's a big bonfire in the middle of that meadow. All around it are your loved ones, past, present, and future. And they're waiting for you. They're welcoming you with huge smiles. Everybody is at ease and comfortable. And they're showing you a place where you can sit or lie down and just join them. Taking a moment to notice that bonfire, the color, the light, the vibrancy, the temperature, the smell, the sound. That bonfire is here as a reminder of community. It's offering light and comfort, and it's also an offering to the spirits. Just be here for a little bit. Just enjoy being in that beautiful place, reminding yourself of the progress that you've made. what blossomed or flourished for you in the past season. Just noticing your breath, your body, just letting yourself feel at ease, comfortable, maybe even a sense of safety here. You are being held by all your community around you, all your loved ones. You are being held by the earth. And so here would be a good place maybe to offer some gratitude. And that gratitude will take the form of an object. So maybe a feather, a flower, a walnut, whatever it is. It doesn't, go with whatever shows up. It's fine. It's all good. And there can be many, many objects. There might be a lot of things that you are grateful for that has happened in the past few months. And so saying a few words of thanks. And then let the wind carry it away towards the bonfire so that it can be transformed. You can radiate that gratitude to other beings, other things in the universe. Staying with that sense of gratitude for a few more moments. Noticing how it's landing in your body mind. And then taking a big inhale. And then the exhale, maybe a sigh, a head shake, just release. And then bringing to mind something that you'd like to release. Something that doesn't serve you anymore. Something that you'd like to let go. And again, it will take the form of an object. Maybe a leaf, a written note, a rock, anything. Maybe feeling the weight of that object in your hands. And then letting the wind carry it away towards the bonfire. So that again, it can become something new. Just taking a few soft breaths here, a few inhales, a few clearing exhales. And noticing how your body's feeling, noticing your breath. And then thinking of something or some things that you'd like to invite more of for yourself, your loved ones, and for the world. So again, what object comes up? Could be a seed, could be a warm cup of tea, Could just be a sensation, a sound. Again, not thinking about it too much. Just go with what shows up. What would you like to invite more of for yourself, for your loved ones, for the world? And again, staying with that for a little bit, breathing gently. And then letting the wind carry it away to the bonfire. And the bonfire crackles and welcome your wishes, your prayers, your invitations, your intentions. And then taking a big inhale and again a big exhale, release. And then be here for a few more moments in quiet stillness in this community, being held by the earth, being held by your loved ones, being held by the energy of the fire. Just breathing gently, just resting here. And then if there's anything else that comes up that you would like to share with the bonfire so that it can be transformed, send it with an exhale, let the wind carry it away. Just a few more moments of rest here in quiet. And then your next inhale will bring you back to the path. You can say a few words of gratitude for the people that were there for you, for the bonfire, for the forest. And you can walk back. All the lanterns are showing you the way back. Each inhale and each exhale is bringing you back gently, softly. And then a few more soft breaths here before we close the practice. And I invite you to bring your attention to your heart center, the way that's meaningful to you. That might be by placing the hands on top of each other, on top of the heart, or in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, palms facing each other, thumbs against the heart, as a gesture of gratitude. Gratitude for ourselves, for showing up just as we are with life, just as it is, acknowledging the effort that it takes to show up for practice, to stay open, curious, and compassionate. Gratitude for this community as it brings us together all around the bonfire. Gratitude for the earth as it continues to hold us and support us. And the wisdom of the ancestors that guide us and the indigenous stewards of this land who keep on protecting it. And gratitude to these practices of yoga indigenous to South Asia and all teachers and practitioners who have protected and keep on protecting these practices so that we may benefit from them today. I leave some space for you to add any further word of gratitude you may wish to. And you may also wish to dedicate some or all of the merit of this practice to a being, a group of beings, a cause, a land that could do with some extra support right now. And to serve this intention, I'll offer a blessing of metta, loving kindness, first in Sanskrit, then in English. You're welcome to join or listen. Inhale to begin. Om Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere with no limits, including ourselves, be happy, be well, be at ease and at peace. May all beings be safe and protected. May all beings be free and liberated. Inviting some gentle movement back into the body when you're ready, opening the eyes, coming back into your space, taking your time. There's absolutely no rush. Thank you for being here. Thank you for practicing with me and trusting me with this hour together every week. It's an honor and privilege to serve you. So thank you so much. And see you soon.